I'm Riley, and this is a part of my story. Like many of you have heard so many times before, I grew up in a Christian home. We went to church every Sunday, we would pray before meals, and before bedtime, I'd wake up every morning and I'd see my parents reading their Bibles. I knew all the Bible stories, and this resulted in me accepting Christ at the age of 7. But apart from knowing that Jesus was the Son of God who saved me from my sins, and that I would get to participate in the mid-service snack time, which is communion, I didn't understand what it meant to be a Christian or a child of God. I thought the things I did made me a Christian. I assumed that in order to be loved by God and seen as a Christian in the eyes of others, I had to be perfect. I had to be this goody two-shoes girl who got everything right. My parents always told me that it wasn't the things I did that made me a Christian, but I couldn't grasp that concept. Everyone I knew decided whether they liked someone, would hire someone, befriend them, or even give them part in a play based on the things they did and the activities they were involved in. I was convinced that the things I did in my life and in church made me who I was and would give me a step up in the eyes of God. I had to work for everything I wanted in school, and sometimes even in friendships, which made it kind of difficult. But sometime in late high school, early college, the verses I had been hearing all my life just now clicked. The first being 2 Corinthians 4:18. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. For a time, I was so focused on being the best that I refused to realize that being the best in school or even in music would all disappear, and that the only thing that would be lasting would be my relationship with Christ. The second verse that finally clicked for me was Ephesians 2:8-9. For it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and it is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God, not by works so that no one can boast. I have grown up believing that nothing in life is free. Even if things were free, I still felt like I had to do something in return to make sure that I could believe the scales of equality were in balance. It took me years to realize that no good works, the number of A's I got in school, or even having the approval of others would affect my salvation and the love that Christ has for me. When I realized that my worth was not in the things that I did and that my salvation would not be in jeopardy, I felt this weight lift off my shoulders. The wall that divided my faith from being just a religion to having a relationship with Christ and my Heavenly Father came down. I now know that I cannot obtain perfection and a life free from sin, but I do know that God doesn't expect me to be perfect, and that's why He sent His Son to die for my sins. I struggle every day with the desire to be perfect and have the approval of others. It is still my biggest challenge in my life, and I fight against it constantly, but I know I'm not alone. I know that I have a Father who loves me and gives me the strength to combat this. And that is why I believe that the relationship is greater than religion.